Pat Riley committed highway robbery back in the NBA draft, and we're starting to see the production come to Miami and the excitement around Pelle Larsson, who we'll talk about here extensively through today's video. But make sure you are subscribed to the channel because we are putting out daily content surrounding the Miami Heat. We will not be live the next couple of days. I will be in Fort Myers, Florida, visiting family before Thanksgiving because, well, I have to work on Thanksgiving. But make sure you are subscribed because we'll still have you covered. We need to get closer and closer to 16,000 subscribers. All right, let's get over to Pelle Larsson because this kid is an absolute stud. And Pat Riley might have found another gem in the late rounds of the NBA draft because the way he performed on Sunday night against the Dallas Mavericks was enough to make a grown man cry. He was spectacular against the Dallas Mavericks, putting up a career-high 14 points. And the way he did it was just so damn impressive. Efficiency at its finest, able to get to the rim. He's excellent at cutting back door. The amount of times that I was able to find Larson cutting behind his man while Jimmy drove, Bam drove, Hero drove, and then either catch it and then kick it back out to a three-point shooter or finish amongst the trees himself was impressive. And the fact that he played that top number, 37 minutes, is the most impressive aspect to me because he was fourth on the team in minutes behind Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler. Tyler played 42, Jimmy and Bam played 38, and then there's Pelle Larsson playing 37 minutes. He closed the game, and he was the primary defender on Kyrie Irving. The Mavericks did not have Luka Doncic yesterday, so their top guy is obviously Kyrie, and the way that he wants to get, he shot under 50% from the field. Yeah, he had 27 points, a couple clutch three-pointers. But when Pelle Larsson defended him late in that game, and it was a total of 2 minutes, 11 and a half possessions that Larson defended Kyrie Irving. Kyrie didn't do shit, only scored 3 points, shot 1 of 3 from the field, had no assists, and turned the ball over one time. So Larson not only able to have his best offensive game in the regular season of his career, but also was super impactful on the defensive end. And that's the part that excites me the most about Larson. Not only can he play in any type of scheme or system because he's a chameleon offensively and he plays the right way, but his defense, he's physical. He's 6'5", 6'6". He's got strength, he's got length, he's got the lateral quickness and the vertical ability to defend any type of player. Heck, I saw him defend P.J. Washington on some possessions last night. Guard Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall. Larson is a Swiss Army knife, not only on the offensive end, but on the defensive end. And this is now the second straight year that Pat Riley found a longtime collegiate basketball player that is able to fit right into his organization year one as a rookie and give you productive minutes. Last year was Jaime Jaquez Jr. This year it's Pelle Larsson. I give you what, Pat Riley's really good identifying veteran college players. Remember, Jaquez played 4 years, Larson played 5 years in college, and they're all able to come in and contribute right away in this Eric Spoelstra system. Show the love to the rookie Pelle Larsson, the second-round pick, who was drafted 44th overall. Spam those number 9s, his jersey number, down in the comment section. And I do want to reiterate the fact that he has been so productive as the 44th pick in the draft. He has played some of the most minutes out of any second-round pick in this past draft. The only second-round pick that you can definitively say have been better than Pelle Larsson is the second Rookie of the Year man, Jalen Wells out of Washington State, who was drafted by the Memphis Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have had quite the draft with Zach Edey and Jalen Wells. And Wells would be the Rookie of the Year if it wasn't for Jared McCain going absolutely nuclear in Philadelphia. And there are some staggering numbers with Larson. Jesus, what, I got a lisp like Mike Tyson? Offensively, when he is inside the painted area within 10 feet, he is shooting 73.7%. He only really takes 2 shots. It's either at the rim for a layup or a dunk, or it's a catch-and-shoot three-pointer. There is no in-between. And I have no issue with that. That is his role. He doesn't need to play outside of his role. I'm not asking him to be the 4th, 5th best player on this team and an offensive creator. Just be a glue guy on both ends of the floor. And he's done that with unbelievable shooting percentages inside the restricted area, inside the paint, and on the arc when he's catching and shooting from three. But the main part that makes him so good is his defense. And I was talking about that a little bit earlier, but I wanted to give a little break on the defensive talk and show you the offensive numbers. But back to the defense. Has a defensive rating this season of 104.9. Just absolutely ridiculous. When you go that close to that 100 number, that just tells you how elite you have been on that side of the floor and how impactful you have been defensively for your team. And he has a net rating of a 1 positive this season, which also coincides with his positive plus minus. It's not as positive as like Alec Burks, who we'll talk about here in just a second. He's only +2 on his entire season, but he has been a positive player every single second he steps foot on the floor. I enjoy watching him play basketball every day. And the fact that the Heat got this productive of a player at the 44th overall pick just shows you Pat Riley and Adam Simon in this front office got a steal, and that's why they committed highway robbery. And I know some of you might say, well, why are you flip-flopping on Pat Riley? It's not flip-flopping. And I'm sick of this being something that isn't normalized. I should be able to have a thought on something and then be able to change it. It's not flip-flopping. And I'm not changing my opinion on Pat Riley. It's more or less just giving him his flowers. And I think I should still be able to criticize Pat Riley for potentially missing on that first-round pick. Not that Kel'el Ware has been disappointing. He just hasn't seen the floor. But him getting selected over Dalton Knecht and Jared McCain can be criticized. But I also should be able to criticize that pick in the first round while telling you that the pick in the second round, Pelle Larsson, has been an absolute steal. It is not flip-flopping. I should be able to give credit on the second-round selection and discredit on the first-round pick. And for the people at home, by the way, that say, well, Kel'el Ware hasn't been a mess. He just hasn't seen the floor. Eric Spoelstra doesn't trust rookies. Can't have it both ways, folks, because you just saw Pelle Larsson get trusted for 37 minutes and finished the clutch game over Hawkes, over Duncan Robinson, over Haywood Highsmith. Pelle Larsson played over these veterans as a second-round pick, a rookie. So if Eric Spoelstra believes that you will help the team win, you will be on the floor. He doesn't feel that way with Kel'el Ware yet. You might be frustrated at home, but maybe people should be starting to wonder about Ware more than Spoelstra. Because if Spo trusts you, you will play. Hawkes was the proof last year. Pelle Larsson proof this year. We also saw it in 2019 with Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Hero as rookies. If you can play as a rook, you will find the floor. Right now, Kel'el Ware just isn't there. All right, we do have to show you some specials here. The holidays are here. Cold weather is approaching. It even gets a little frigid in Miami. There's no doubt about that. I know the link says chatsports.com/heatdrafthats, but there's a bunch of hats still here when you click on this link. A net, a bucket hat, normal hats. They got the new Heat Culture Blood Red type beat. They got every hat you could possibly imagine. Either get one for yourself during the holiday season. They're on sale right now. Or gift someone a hat from the Miami Heat. Link here, chatsports.com/heatdrafthats is the link. It will be in the description and comments of today's video. Grab yourself a perfect gift for yourself or someone else out there. All right, Pelle Larsson needs to play every night. And it's kind of embarrassing that he hasn't played every night. Sure, will there be growing pains? Yes, but the growing pains won't hurt as much as they would for other rookies out there. And Josh Richardson was a DNP yesterday. He should never see the floor again. I'm being serious. Like, never. Ever, ever. Larson has only played in 9 games this season, and when he plays, only averages about 15.7 minutes per game. Josh Richardson has played in 8 games this season, and when he plays, he averages 18.7 points per game. But look at the impact that Larson has. It's unbelievable. He averages more points, the same amount of rebounds, assists, while shooting 30% better from the field and 15% better from beyond the arc. And that is not even just accounting for the defense. We've talked in depth about Larson's defense in the front half of today's video. Josh Richardson simply can't defend like he was able to in his first 4 or 5 seasons with Miami before he went on his little carousel with Boston, Philadelphia, San Antonio, and other teams. Larson is head and shoulders better and more impactful than Richardson, and J-Rich just can't see the court anymore. There is not a world in anything you can point to that justifies playing Richardson over Larson. Maybe, and just maybe, you can say J. Rich has a better handle and is a better facilitator and a playmaker as a point guard. Sure, but Josh Richardson isn't even that good at that. He just might slightly be better than it at Larson because Pelle Larsson is not a point guard or a playmaker. There is no way that Eric Spoelstra should be playing Richardson on the floor anymore unless Alec Burks is hurt, unless Pelle Larsson is hurt, unless Terry Rozier is hurt. That's the only way. All three of those guys are out of the game and out of the lineup. Okay, maybe Josh Richardson can play. But other than that, J. Rich should not be on the floor anymore. Do you agree with me? Pick a player. Type PL if you think Pelle Larsson should get all the minutes from the bench. Type JR if you think it should be Josh Richardson. And we've teased Alec Burks throughout the show, but while we're at it, let's make this switch to the lineup because Alec Burks is someone who needs to see more playing time off the bench. He just needs to. And I've yet to come up with a viable solution on whose minutes he steals because it's getting hard to play Duncan Robinson, Jaime Jaquez Jr., Alec Burks, and Pelle Larsson off the bench, especially once Terry Rozier comes back and you're not just going to simply bench Terry Rozier. But Burks has been awesome, man. He averages 7.5 points per game. His efficiency is through the roof, and he has only played in 7 games. But the odd thing is that when he plays a lot. Like, it's either a DNP or he's playing 25 minutes plus. He averages 20 minutes a game, and that isn't no bench player. That's damn near close to starter level of minutes, at least in some capacity. Like, for example, Duncan Robinson, Hayward, and Highsmith both started for Miami last night. They did not play more than 20 minutes. When Burks plays, he averages 20 minutes. Average. That means he plays more usually than 20 minutes. So I don't understand why he doesn't play more, especially when he's putting up the numbers that he is doing. And when you advance more deep into the advanced metrics, it tells you he should play even more. An offensive rating of 114, a defensive rating of 99.3. And that's not an indictment on how elite of an on-ball defender Alec Burks is, but it does tell you that his veteran experience, his length, his athleticism, helps you play better team defense when he's on the floor. A net rating of 14.7 in an average of 20.1 minutes is flat out incredible, and you see it at the bottom as well. His season plus minus in the 7 games he has played is plus 47. You talk about Pelle Larsson being a positive basketball player. There might not be a more positive player in the small sample size of this season so far than Alec Burks. He has been great on both ends of the floor, and he even provides you with a little bit of playmaking, averaging 1.5 assists per game. His handle isn't the greatest. I'm not going to go out there and think he's going to be 5 assists to 1 turnover type of guy, but he can, in at least some spot minutes, handle the ball. But the reason why he has been so impactful for Miami is because he's just been shooting the ball incredibly well from beyond the arc. Sniper, gang, personified. He is 2 for 4 in the mid-range, hasn't taken a lot of shots there, but the three-point shooting has been exceptional, 50% on the season. Well, look at the exact spots he's making it from. He's a corner marksman, 3 of 9 from the left corner, but from the right corner, 6 of 7. It's damn near automatic. And then he's even shooting it really well from above the break, which if you don't know what that means, it's from the little breaking point on the three-point arc where it goes that little breaking point up top. He's shooting 41.7%, 5 of 12. He is making the three-pointers. Remember, in that game, last night against the Mavericks, Alec Burks went 4 of 8 from 3. I don't even recall him missing 4 times. I swear to God, every time Alec Burks touched the ball and put up a shot from beyond the arc, I can only recall them going in. I don't even think he missed 4 shots yesterday from beyond the arc, but they're telling me he did. It felt like he was automatic. He had some clutch shots from beyond the arc. Man, Alec Burks has been flat out awesome. Can't keep him on the bench. I will be upset going forward every time he is a DNP. I just am, because I feel like we're leaving points on the board. We're leaving good. It's not me saying that Duncan Robinson shouldn't play, because Duncan Robinson is still really impactful, and he gets his three-point shots in a lot more of a difficult way, curling, and his gravitational pull from the defense is just so massive. Burks doesn't have that, but man, it's tough to look at Alec Burks and see that he's shooting 50% from 3, and he's doing it in a multitude of ways, and also being way better defensively than Duncan Robinson. Be like, well, would the drop-off be that big if you really went with Burks over Duncan more? It's a question we'll have to see get answered potentially over the rest of the season. And maybe, just maybe, Duncan gets traded at the deadline because of how well Burks is, or Burks gets traded and the Nets use some assets back. All right, make sure you do follow me over on Twitter because we're talking about Heat basketball over there on a daily basis. At Nic_Rohloff is my handle. Bring you daily content on YouTube as well as Twitter, so go follow me over there.